Y'all, it's looking like Diddy might be walking away with way less time than anyone expected and the streets are buzzing. Word is, Cassie is spiraling. After everything that's gone down, the trial has officially wrapped, and the jury's decision has the internet in flames. But behind the scenes, Cassie is reportedly falling apart. Insiders claim she feels completely let down by the prosecutors, like they abandoned her at the worst possible moment. And now, with Diddy walking free on the most serious charges, she's terrified he might come after her next. Let's break it down because this situation is straight up chaos. At first, it looked like Diddy was done for. The case seemed airtight, and the feds appeared confident. But as the trial wound down, things shifted fast. Fans began speculating that prosecutors were losing steam, especially after they suddenly dropped some major charges right before closing arguments. In a letter to U.S. District Judge Aaron Subramanian, prosecutors backed away from certain theories, including the allegations that Diddy was behind attempted arson and kidnapping. For context, the arson charge was tied to the whole Kid Cudi incident, where Diddy allegedly blew up Cudi's car after learning about his connection with Cassie. The kidnapping charges stemmed from two separate situations, one involving his ex-assistant Capricorn, who says she was forced to take a lie detector test over missing jewelry, and the other involving Cassie, who claimed she was held at the London hotel against her will. Testimonies from Cassie, Capricorn, and Kid Cudi were intense. The evidence seemed strong, and it looked like the prosecution had a solid case. But at the last minute they changed course. When the verdict finally came in, Diddy was found not guilty on the major RICO and trafficking charges, the ones that could have put him away for life. However, he was found guilty on lesser counts related to the Mon Act transportation for the purpose of prostitution, which carry up to 10 years each. So yeah, he might serve time but nowhere near what people were expecting. And just to make it even messier, there are now whispers that Diddy could be eyeing a presidential pardon.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me.
So yeah, it makes sense that Cassie's devastated she was the one who started all this by filing her lawsuit back in 2023. She opened up fully on the stand, sharing horrific details about Diddy forcing her into degrading acts, including being urinated on and abused even while on her period. She made it clear it was never consensual. Despite all this, Diddy was only convicted on lesser charges related to the Mon Act, not the major ones like trafficking or RICO. Her lawyer released a statement saying she showed incredible bravery and helped expose the abuse of power in the industry. But behind the scenes, Cassie allegedly feels betrayed by the prosecutors, claiming they promised her Diddy would go down hardened instead. He might barely serve time or even get a presidential pardon. After the verdict, Diddy's team requested he be released on bond until sentencing, but Cassie's legal team pushed back hard, saying she fears for her safety. The judge agreed and denied Diddy's bond, given Diddy's violent past with Cassie including brutal assaults, hiding her bruises, and lashing out at anyone who supported her. Her fears are understandable. And let's not forget the rumored retaliation against Kid Cudi, Capricorn, and even Kimora Lee Simmons. In the end, despite all the testimony and evidence, Diddy's walking away almost untouched while the survivors feel abandoned. The internet's furious, the streets are buzzing, and this story is far from over.